Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And if you want to see how I turn this old rustic item into this, then let's just keep on watching. So here I am removing the screws from just to detach the base from the top. Put that aside. We're going to go ahead and start sanding down the base. Just want to sand it down to smooth it off, get rid of the rusted areas or the oxidized areas. For the center attachment screw, I had to cut that off camera as I realized that the board, which you'll see later in the video, the board that we're going to put on top of it was a bit off balance. After we finish sanding down, we're applying some red oxide primer to the previously corroded or rusted areas just to treat the metal. Now we are cutting the board that I made mention of earlier into a similar shape to what it was before. So we're using the previous part of the stool / table to get the shape. Here we are cutting our board into the shape as we just marked. And after the red oxide primer has dried, I am going again over to just sand it down and ensure that it's smooth and it has one surface area, so it doesn't have any bump after it's finished and we're ready to spray. Here we are cutting our foam, just lining it up. Some persons call it sponge. Right, so we are cutting this into the shape of the board. This video is brought to you by Fabricator Limited. They're located at 81.5 Maxfield Avenue and they specialize in everything building, both commercial and residential. Check them out. Their information will be in the description down below. So this is what I was talking about earlier, which we had to cut that off as it was very difficult to be removed. We're now applying our spray just to keep that same silver finish. Here we are basically just measuring our fabric. This is a leatherette. We're basically measuring it so as to cut to size for this piece, and we're just using the staple to get it in place. This gave me quite a bit of challenge to get the rounded corners because I had limited amount of staples working with, plus I had brought the staples too far to the edge or too far to the round, so it posed a bit of challenge for me, which I figured it out off camera. So I'm just cutting off the excess from this section for each corner. Here I am having to sand this base piece down again because I really didn't like how the silver came out. It had too many rough patches for me, so I went ahead and I sanded it down, and I am going to spray it into flat black. I'm just wiping it off and prepping the area to spray. Here we are. I tried to improvise because I could not obtain the correct floor protector, stool foot floor protector, so I was trying to improvise with the threaded PVC plumbing pipe cap. That didn't, well, I didn't like how it came out okay, but I didn't like how it looked. Here I used the flat black paint. I didn't like how it looked. It looked gray, silver. It was just not cutting it for me. It scratched up and all of that. I'm not sure if, well, it seems as if the paint was bad. So what I did was to go ahead, remove it again, and repaint it with some oil paint. And then this is it. Tell me what you think. I ended up getting the correct footstool floor protector. So I had cut off what I put on originally and replace it with the correct thing. And here is it.